Have you ever noticed how after a sleepless night, everything just feels off? You can't think clearly. You're irritable, anxious, even angry, and you don't know why. You feel needy, hungry, like you're just trying to survive. It's as if your mind has reverted to a more primitive state. You lose your sense of self. You stop thinking inwardly, and instead you're scanning the outside world for safety, for approval, for answers. Confused, vulnerable, drained. And this is exactly where the narcissist wants you. In this video, I'm going to explain why narcissists so often deprive you of sleep. I'll walk you through 7 powerful reasons so you can finally understand what's really going on and begin to take your power back. 1. To weaken your mental defenses. Narcissists are hypersensitive to any sign of independence or clarity in others. When you're well rested, you can see through their manipulation, and that terrifies them. They feel safest when you're off balance. Sleep deprivation keeps you disoriented and emotionally raw. Deep down, they feel vulnerable around people who can think clearly because it threatens their false self. Weakening your mind gives them a sense of dominance that they can't find within themselves. 2. To keep you in survival mode. Narcissists live in a constant state of inner chaos, and they feel most comfortable when the people around them are unstable. If you're grounded and self-aware, it highlights the emptiness they feel inside. But if they can push you into a reactive, primitive state, anxious, irritable, emotionally needy, it soothes them. It brings you down to their level. It's not just that they enjoy your suffering, it's that your distress makes their anxiety feel less lonely. 3. To control the rhythm of the relationship. They don't just want control of your actions, they want to control your nervous system. When they dictate when you sleep or how you feel before bed, it gives them a psychological edge. Why? Because their internal world is chaotic, and controlling you gives them the illusion of order. Creating drama late at night lets them hijack your emotional schedule, and when you're exhausted the next day they feel validated. Now you're tired, confused and reliant on them. 4. To break down your identity. Sleep deprivation slowly dismantles your self-awareness. Narcissists feel threatened by strong, self-directed individuals because it mirrors back their own lack of identity, so they chip away at yours. When you're tired, you lose touch with your inner voice. You stop trusting your gut. This makes it easier for them to implant their version of reality. It's a form of psychological possession, because the more you lose yourself, the more space there is for them. 5. Because they hate your peace. Your rest is a direct threat to their fragile ego. When you're calm, detached and centered, it reflects their lack of internal peace. Narcissists don't know how to self-soothe, so seeing you relax feels unbearable. They'll create noise, tension or emotional chaos to pull you out of that peaceful state, because if they can't feel it, they don't want you to either. Disrupting your sleep makes them feel less alone in their suffering, and strangely, more in control of it. 6. As a form of psychological punishment, narcissists feel entitled to your energy, attention, and emotional labor. If you disappoint them, challenge them, or even withdraw for your own self-care, they see it as betrayal, and that triggers deep abandonment fears. So instead of expressing hurt or insecurity, they punish you silently. Denying you sleep becomes a form of retaliation. It's their way of saying, if I'm not okay, you don't get to be either. Hurting you becomes a twisted form of justice in their mind. Seven, to sabotage your performance. They don't want you thriving without them. If you succeed at work, feel good in your body, or start forming new connections, it makes them feel left behind, irrelevant. Sleep fuels growth, confidence, and independence. So they sabotage it. Not necessarily because they want to see you fail, but because your progress reminds them of their own stagnation. Tearing you down keeps the playing field level and ensures you keep looking to them as your emotional anchor. At the end of the day, narcissists hate sleep because sleep represents everything they don't have. When you're asleep, they can't get supply. You're not validating them. You're not reacting. You're not thinking about them. And that silence, that absence of attention, it triggers their deepest fear, being irrelevant. They need your constant focus just to feel like they exist. So when you close your eyes and turn inward, even for a few hours, it feels like abandonment to them. It feels like rejection. And because they're not at peace in their own minds or bodies, they can't stand the idea that you are. Your rest, your stillness, your ability to just be. It reminds them of everything they lack. So they disrupt it, they hijack it, they invade your inner world so that they don't have to face their own. But the truth is, their discomfort is not your responsibility. You deserve rest, you deserve clarity, you deserve peace. If this video resonated with you, let me know in the comments. And tell me how sleep deprivation showed up in your experience with a narcissist. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want more content that exposes these patterns and helps you reclaim your power. If you would like to support the channel, donations are always appreciated. And if you need one-on-one help, coaching sessions are available. All the links are in the description below. And remember, healing starts with awareness. Take your peace back, even if you have to fight for it.